In the wild, bustling heart of Ojwalegba, where the air hums with the symphony of screeching buses and the hopeful shouts of hawkers, a young hustler named Tunde navigated the chaos. He was sharp, ambitious, and utterly broke, his backpack a mobile shop of phone chargers, fake perfumes, and so-called original designer belts. Tunde's one burning dream was to escape the streets, to become someone people couldn't just brush past like dust. So, when opportunity knocked, he didn't just answer, he threw the door wide open. It all began one scorching afternoon. A convoy of sleek black SUVs sliced through the traffic jam near the flyover. Men in dark suits emerged, their eyes scanning the crowd with an unsettling intensity. Their boss, Chief Ojamudia, a notorious politician with a voice as smooth as silk and a smile lined with danger, was inspecting his new campaign billboards. Never one to miss a beat, Tunde darted forward, his best grin plastered on his face, a bottle of fake perfume in his hand. "Oga, try this one, fresh from Dubai. Just one spray and even your enemies will have to respect you." Chief Ojamudia let out a deep, rumbling laugh and waved him closer. "You've got a silver tongue, young man. What's your name?" "Tunde, sir." "Do you want to make real money, Tunde?" The question landed like a thunderclap. Tunde's head bobbed in a frantic nod. "Yes, sir. Anything." The chief extended a large hand, heavy with gold rings that caught the afternoon sun. "Then shake my hand, and your life will change forever." Tunde's own grin widened as he took it. The handshake was firm, too firm. For a fleeting second, a strange heat, like a jolt of static or a lick of fire, burned beneath his skin. The chief's smile grew wider, his eyes a deep, unreadable void. "See me tomorrow? Ask for Mr. James at the office." From that day forward, Tunde's world was turned on its head. He was now on the chief's campaign team, a whirlwind of running errands, delivering mysterious envelopes, and managing the street boys for rallies. The money flowed in, fast and overwhelming. He shed his old life like a snake sheds its skin, buying new clothes, moving out of his cramped one-room apartment, and sending stacks of cash home to his mother. He was finally becoming the man he'd always dreamed of being. But as the weeks bled into months, a strange and unsettling pattern began to emerge. Every time he closed a deal, every time he handed out cash to sway an opinion, his right hand, the one that had shaken the chiefs, would tingle and grow hot. He dismissed it at first, a strange side effect of his new, fast-paced life. But one night, after a private celebration in a lavish hotel suite, a chilling realization took hold. The chief sat with a few other powerful men, their laughter thick with secrets. On the mahogany table between them sat a small, ornate black box. When it was opened, Tunde swore he saw something move within it, a substance like smoke trapped in water, writhing and alive. The chief dipped his hand into the box, murmuring words in a language Tunde had never heard, a language that seemed to twist the very air in the room. He then turned to Tunde, that same unsettling smile playing on his lips. "You've done well, Tunde. You're a loyal boy." The very next morning, two of the campaign boys who had gotten into a heated argument with the chief's top aides simply vanished. Their names were wiped from the payroll, their existence erased as if they had never been. A cold dread seeped into Tunde's bones. This wasn't just politics, it was something far darker. He had to get out. He tried to quit, to walk away from the money and the power. But every time the thought of leaving crossed his mind, his right hand would erupt in a searing, agonizing burn, a phantom fire holding him captive. His nights became a torment of fragmented dreams. He saw the faces of people he had delivered packages to, their whispered voices calling his name from the shadows. He was trapped. Finally, driven by a desperate need for answers, he went back to confront the chief. He found the mansion eerily quiet, the usually vigilant guards seemingly asleep. He pushed open the heavy oak door to the office and froze in the doorway. Chief Ojamudia sat alone in the deep darkness, his hand extended as if waiting for him. "Tunde," he said, his voice a soft, chilling caress. "A man's destiny is sealed by the hands he chooses to shake. You wanted wealth, and I gave it to you. But you must understand, riches never come empty-handed." Tunde's throat was sandpaper. "What do you want from me?" he rasped. The chief's gold rings glinted in the faint moonlight filtering through the window. "Nothing more than what you already gave, my boy. Your loyalty, your strength, your name." Tunde's gaze fell to his own hand, and his heart stopped. It was no longer his. The skin was darker, the lines etched deeper, and it seemed to pulse with a faint, malevolent glow. He ran that night. He ran without looking back, putting as much distance as he could between himself and that mansion of shadows. He fled to Ibadan, then Port Harcourt, even crossing the border into Cotonou, but the burning in his hand never stopped. It was a constant, searing reminder of the deal he had made. And wherever he went, whispers followed him like his own shadow. Jobs would appear, then vanish. Friendships would blossom, then wither and turn to ash. He was marked. Years later, an intrepid journalist began investigating a string of strange disappearances, all mysteriously linked to Chief Ojemudia's old associates. Every single person on the list had once worked for him, and in the margins of the reporter's notebook, scrawled in hurried handwriting, was a single chilling note. All of them had the same mark, on the right hand. No one knows for sure where Tunde is today. Some say he found refuge in a church, desperately trying to pray the fire out of his palm. Others claim they've seen a man at crowded bus stops, a man who always wears gloves, even in the sweltering heat, selling small trinkets from a worn-out backpack. But those who have gotten close enough to speak to him all say the same thing. He never, ever shakes hands. And if you dare to offer yours, he'll take a step back, a faint, haunted smile touching his lips, and say, "Once was enough." Thank you for joining me on this journey into the shadows. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another tale from the crossroads of ambition and consequence. Until next time, be careful whose hand you shake.